Hey, this is Jamey, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Cat in the Box, the deluxe version that's coming out from Bezier Games. I got to play a copy of this that someone picked up at Origins, played it with 5 players, I believe, either 4 or 5 players, and had a blast with it. I really, really like this game. I recently did my favorite trick-taking games list. This is a trick-taking game, and this might have topped the list. Like, it would be very, very close to the top if I had made this list in the future instead of in the past. But that's my mistake. The core idea of this game, and it's kind of weird to understand, but hopefully this photo will help, is that it's a trick-taking game. You're trying to win tricks. By that I mean that each player is going to play a card, and generally the player with the highest on-suit card wins. So if a red 2 is led, and the highest card is an 8, at least in the game that we played, and someone else plays a red 8, they will win the trick. Although I mentioned red here, red is also the trump suit in this game. That's general trick-taking games. But the twist is, as you can see from my hand of cards, there are no colors or suits on these cards. This is Schrodinger's cat, essentially, where you are deciding which color your cards are, as you play them. Which I know sounds very odd, but it's really, really cool in practice. The way you do this is, say I play this 4. As I play it, I say, this is a blue 4. You have this little mat right here that I'll mention in a second, but you'll take one of your tokens, one of these tokens, and you will put it on a board. If you look at the image that I used for this video, you can see what that board looks like. You're going to take one of these tokens and place it on the blue 4 slot on that mat. And you can only do that, or I can only do that, if there isn't already a token there, because you are essentially saying, at this moment in time, a blue 4 is existing. And you can't say that if a blue 4 has already been played. And so you're using this mat. Oh, there it is in the background. This mat back here is where you place tokens to show that X card has been played. After you've played it, you don't have to remember that this specific 4 was blue. It just matters for that specific trick, and then it doesn't matter after that. You've just tracked on this board that the blue 4 has been played. But at certain times in the game, you might want to win a trick or not win a trick, and that's when you might say, oh shoot, like someone leads with blue, and you might say, oh, I don't have any blue cards right now. Sorry about that, no blue cards. And so when you do that, you will take this token off your mat, and that shows that you don't have blue cards anymore. That's just a signal to everyone that you have declared that you have no blue cards. And it becomes the truth of your hand that you don't have blue cards anymore. So you can't play blue cards after that because you've said so. You don't have any blue cards. And the reason this matters in the game is that there are moments in the game called paradoxes where you look at your hand, say it's near the end of this round, and I have a couple 4s left, and all the 4s have been claimed on the board. So all the 4s have been claimed, or all the 4s of a certain color. Or one for, there's only one 4 of each color. So let's say all the 4s have been claimed for this example. At that point in the game, I don't have and I guess this would be fairly unlikely because there are 5 4s in the game, but only in the hand. So again, bad example here, but basically, if you look at your hand and you cannot play a card because of what you've already said about what's in your hand and what the tokens that are up there, then a paradox happens and the round instantly ends. You don't continue the final trick, and so this is a big thing. Like I thought this would be just a little thing as I played, but it is a big thing that you don't want to cause the paradox. You'll lose out on opportunities to get points if you do that. And so really a big part of the game is playing around what you think other players have and saying at the right times that you have these certain suits, these certain colors in your hand, to win the number of tricks that you bid, because you're going to say that you're going to try to win 1, 2, or 3 tricks, but also simply not to cause that paradox. It's almost a game that you have to play. I know I haven't done a great job of describing it here, but I really enjoyed this aspect of defining the colors of the cards as you play them. And I love the table talk that emerges from it. Because just picture how silly it is for me to say, like if someone plays, say they play a 7 yellow card, and I want to use that moment to declare that I don't have any yellows, and so that I can trump the trick and win it. But it's not true. Like, I could say that I have a yellow card. My cards have no colors here. But at that moment, I get to say, oh shoot, I don't have any yellow cards right now, but I do have this red too. And so red is the trump suit, so I'm using trump to win that trick. Just the table talk that emerges from it is delightful. I really, really love that. And there's this whole precarious balance between what you bid, where you place tokens out on this mat, that matters, and avoiding the paradox. The whole thing is really, really brilliant. I love the game as it is. I almost wouldn't mind seeing this mechanism of defining the things in your hand that don't have suits or colors. I wouldn't mind seeing that in another game if that is possible, but I'm also just happy this game exists, and I can't wait to play it again. I've pre-ordered it from Bezier Games, and I look forward to playing it. So that is Cat in the Box. If you've played it, or you think of any other game kind of like this, I'd be amazed if one's out there, but maybe there is. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks.